I am retarded. Wasn't the fact I was muted. It wasn't the fact of my audio. It wasn't the fact of anything technically related except I didn't put myself in the fucking stream.
I've done that. It's okay.
I am not a happy camper this morning. Not very well at all. So yeah, I just did that whole big spiel, shtick, intro, whatever for nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. This is supposed to be a serious time. I'm supposed to be like Walter Cronkite. But no, of course, I have to fuck it all up because, even Monkey's more professional than my stupid ass.
You are the least professional monkey on the internet.
No, I am an ape since I am of the hierarchy. See, he's a monkey. He hangs out in the trees. I am an ape. I am a land dweller. So, yeah.
Do you want more coffee?
Yes.
May I have my thingy?
Is it the thingy with the batteries or the thingy that needs a lighter?
The thingy that needs a lighter.
Here you go. Here's the thingy that needs a lighter.
Thank you.
Okay. You want to take my mug? Here, bucket of coffee, please. Thank you. Okay. God damn it. Let's try this again, shall we? Jesus. All right, so. God damn it. I am not so smart. But hey, what do you expect? Oh, man. Okay, so. Where was I? I'm lost. Okay, right. So we're talking about the thing that just happened in Nova Scotia. Right. Back it up, rewind, talk. Okay. So it didn't happen here, so I'm going to be kind of, me. Now, let's fix this view here. So I can do this. Ah, okay. That worked. We're good there. Okay. So, so this morning, apparently a guy walked around and did a big shooting no-no in a small town in Nova Scotia. Kind of sucks. I'm remember people, I'm very glib and dark humor, and I have no empathy, so I don't really know how to. Yeah. Anyway, so Nova Scotia gunmen who left multiple victims are now in custody after highway pursuit. So this was just updated, and I had said this 10 minutes ago before I started talking, but hey, what do you expect with me, right? That's why I'm the special. I'm the special one. Now, the weirdest thing about all of this is the way that it was explained earlier, and I don't know if they changed it because before I came on the stream, I left all the windows open and it updated while I was gone away from my computer. So I don't know if they're going to tell the same story that I read or not. So we're going to go into this cold like I didn't even read it before. So the RCMP announced Gabriel Wortman was arrested at 11:40 a.m. And yes, this is what it looks like at most of the supermarkets, by the way, here. That's a different story. Let's see here. CBC, blah, blah. NBC, or NBC. Oh, wow. I can't believe it. You really get thrown. Yes, I'm going to call it a big shooting no-no, BP, because, yeah, P-Dog, no, I did worse than you, buddy. You know how you're supposed to click to put yourself in the stream? I didn't click that to put myself into stream, buddy. I kind of shot myself in the foot on that one. I don't know how this StreamYards thing works, but yeah, but hey, we'll try it there. So, God, I'm so dumb. Oh, every time I do a stream, I seem to just completely shove myself in my foot. And this has happened every stream I have done, even the gaming streams. So, yeah, where's my coffee? I don't know how I did that giant trademark thingy. Oh, the trademark above. I have no idea how you did it either. But yeah, so I hope everyone's safe on like the people we're going to talk about in the stories I have labeled up ahead. Yeah, is it like, do you do this? Where's that up arrow thingy? This? Did that work? Did that do it? Did it work? I don't think it worked. That? It won't let me hit enter. That's funny. Nope. See, it didn't work. Okay. So, doesn't work for me. Whatever. Nova Scotia RCMP say the suspect in an active shooter investigation that began in Portapique, Nova Scotia, is now in custody. The suspect is a 51-year-old Gabriel Wortman. Police say there are multiple victims, but would not say Sunday morning how many people were either injured or killed. You suspect that's the tweet from the RCMP. Gabriel Wortman, suspect in active shooter investigation, is now in custody. Whoops. I pushed a button. And of course, so now I learned the curve on the Streamlabs known as Hut and Peck. Yeah, I was a kid that hunt and pecked on Mavis Beacon. And I still hunt and peck to this day. I can do numerical entries like no other, but that's different. That's a completely different brain pattern. So this is Gabriel Wortman. I'm not one of those people on the platform that goes, I'm not going to show his face to give him recognition. I really don't care. This is a piece of shit. This guy right here. He made a shooty no. And yes, I'm going to call it that because I can. Because if I call it a whatever else I'm supposed to call it, I might get in trouble. I might get in trouble for calling it this way because you're an inconsiderate prick. I don't care. Tell me I'm an inconsiderate prick. Let's just keep that going. But there's an RCMP officer. So this is from an hour ago. Dun. Oops. Wrong audio. That is the wrong audio section.
Here.
Hi, what are you looking for? Did you just come into the TV blaring or something?
I came in and I somehow unpaused the stream by accident that I had just paused, so I didn't want to have you twice in the...
What is this? Why is there random videos playing? Cancel the playback of this. Oh, it's an ad. Freaking ads. Damn you, CBC. What was I doing? Brain just took a shit. Oh, right, I was fixing my audio problem because I didn't realize. Yes, by the way, I'm going to do all this on the fly because I don't... Oh, it went to the TV instead of to here? Is that what I want? I don't know. Let's find out. Tell me if it echoes. Load. It's going to go to a commercial, aren't you? You're going to go to an ad. Can you guys hear it? Oh, ads. Okay. That's not going to work for me. So, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm not going to sit there and play the ad and give that. No. No audio? Okay, so no audio. That means I screwed something up somewhere because I am the epitome of being a very, very... Oh, I didn't click share audio. That's why. Problem solved. Be careful sharing screen audio if you have a guest. They will hear themselves. Oh, okay then. So no guests. Got it. Unless I do the voice meter thing, that's different. But okay, so...
Oh my Jesus God.
What? What? Why are you screaming? Blind, why are you yelling? She's not speaking. Okay. I guess her stalker's still following her on TikTok. Yeah, Blind has a stalker on TikTok, by the way. It's kind of funny, but kind of weird at the same time. But where was I? Okay, so I can't. You gotta stop making it so I'm laughing. I can't laugh. Click the damn share audio button. I did that. Okay, so that's all set. Oh, okay. So she's yelling at. Oh, you're yelling at me for that. Okay. So now it's not the audio button that's the problem. It's the ad that's going to play and play in my ears because we don't want ads to play. But
We have an active shooter situation going on in Portapique in Nova Scotia right now. We have one suspect that has been identified. His name is Gabriel Wortman, 51-year-old. He is described as 6'2".
Yeah, so that was the PSA that they had put out. Okay.
Charges.
So he's armed and dangerous. Yes. Okay,
Advise
he
your
was.
local police if you do see this person.
And does the RCMP think that Mr. Wortman may be still in this area, or maybe he's left this area?
We don't have that information at this time. We're just asking the public that if they do see him, to give us a call.
And this was from about 2 hours ago.
You mentioned in your tweet that there are multiple.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to let you play an ad in my ear. No. Okay, so police said Sunday around 11:25 a.m. they believed Wortman was driving a small silver Chevy Tracker SUV and was last seen in Milford. Earlier, police had warned Wortman might. Okay, this is the part that was weird. He might be driving a vehicle that looked like an RCMP vehicle, which I think they use Explorers. And he might have been wearing an RCMP uniform. That'd be interesting. Now, the thing that the RCMP put out is there's one difference between B-Town. Like, please write the entire word on here, CBC. It should be B-E. You're missing your vowels. His car and our RCMP vehicles, the car number, the suspect's car is 28B11. That's probably the VIN number. Behind rear passenger window, if you see 28 blah, 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 call 911 immediately. So if you see that. Okay, so that's all that was. RCMP warned that Wortman was to be considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, call 911, do not approach. That's what they always say. He is a bald white man who is 6'2" or 6'3" with green eyes. That's a pretty distinct. That's actually a pretty distinct description. Let's see here. Oh, and I blocked the stalker. The live coverage I saw called it a replica RCMP vehicle. Yeah, well, it was a Chevy Tracker also, which is different from a Ford Explorer. Because if you actually look, these are RCMP vehicles right here. They're Explorers or Expeditions. Whichever the bigger one is, that's what they run. So those do not look like a Chevy Tracker, which is half the size. Like literally, a Chevy Tracker is half the size of these SUVs. So, but that's neither here nor there. People describe things differently. That's how it works. Police first alerted the public to the incident with a weapon involving someone with a firearm in the Portapique area on Saturday at 11:30 p.m. last night. Residents were advised by RCMP to stay in their homes and lock their doors. Well, luckily we're experiencing social distancing, so that shouldn't have been a problem. You may not see the police, but we are there with you. Okay. I think this is where Blind was talking about how she was hearing people talking about firehouses. Let's see here. RCMP said the public has been asked to avoid the area of Portapique, so just typical areas in the city. Some parts of the community were evacuated, but Crotio did not give details on how many people or from which area. Okay, that's police and other first responders set up a staging area in the community of Great Village, but 10 minutes east of Portapique. I'm going to go with Portapique. A 5-kilometer stretch on Highway 2, which runs through Portapique, was closed between Great Village and the community economy. That's just the description of where they are. The hospital went into lockdown at 11:35, but could not give any further details. Federal Public Safety Minister Bill Blair tweeted Sunday that he is deeply concerned by the situation. We are monitoring this carefully, and we encourage all residents. So this started last night. This didn't just start this morning. Did anybody else hear? I did not hear anything about this. At all until this morning, until Blind said something, because why? Everything's corona. Next it'll be Red Stripe. Mike McKay, who lives just off the Gluskop Trail in Portapique, said the situation is very uncomfortable. Well, no hold in place or lock in place or whatever they want to call it is comfortable. And not just the fact of being under quarantine, but it's not comfortable when you're forced to be in a place where you're already not wanting to be there in the first place. And if you're at home and you got to stay in place, you suddenly have the urge to go out. So no, we saw a fire down the road and thought that's all that it was. Then we saw a second fire and a third fire. That's just by the way, that's where it starts. He said this saw police cars. RCMP would not comment on the report of multiple house fires when asked by CBC on Sunday morning.
And have said to Washington, make sure you fund the states in
Where?
any next bill you
What the?
pass.
What the?
And we have
Phone? Why are you doing that?
again on a nonpartisan basis.
What the heck?
We also must remember as
Is-
we go forward.
I honestly don't know why my phone is talking.
Done so well thus far.
Stop that. My phone is. I did not touch my phone. I swear it was off and it started doing that. Damn you, Google. Portapique is about 40 kilometers west of Truor. Spokesperson for the. So which one was the distraction? That's. What was the shooting the distraction from the fire, or was the fire a distraction from the shooting? That's a good question. We are carefully monitoring. Where was I here? Here. The RCMP will not comment on the reports. Fuck off, phone. Stop making noises. Jesus. You're on edge. Yes, I am on edge because my phone keeps going off and I'm on my third cup of bucket, my second bucket of coffee. McKay said he did not sleep at all overnight. Yeah, I wouldn't either. There's a lot of people that happens if you go into a situation of stress. A friend of our, no matter what the situation is, you won't sleep. Like our crossing guard, for instance, when she got hit by a random guy in a pickup truck, I stayed up for 2 nights waiting to find the pickup truck, looking around. You can't sleep some nights. It's more than that too. There's also a lot of other stuff. Columbine you get kind of scared of. 9/11 was kind of a little bit iffy for a lot of us. Like any traumatic event, if it happens within your vicinity, you're gonna sit there. Actually, I think that's what it is. Blind. It's comments, of course. It means videos it's probably another person trying to go. Actually, do you know those aren't oysters? Yeah, it's probably one of those. You're on edge. It's a small community. It becomes quite a concern. Well, yeah, these guys are tiny. It's a little tiny community. Let's bring it up on a map. Let's see here. Portapique. So you can hear me typing. Remember when our buddy showed up? Yeah, that's kind of what I was popped into my head, and our one friend sat in that tree all night waiting for them to show up. Yeah, it's an odd one. Come on. All right, so yeah, let's see here. Come on. My computer hates me, by the way, because of how slow it is. So let's just look up the wiki of it instead of trying to go to Google Maps. Let's go. Come on. We are talking small. And when we're talking small, how about population? I'm curious. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea on what I'm doing. I'm just jumping around right now because I want to know population. How hard is that? Are they not allowed to tell me? That's Bass River. Okay, that's 1900. No, that's what. This is. I just want. Are you serious? Like, I seriously just want population. Like, why? Why is this so difficult for you to give me a population number? Just like, this is ridiculous. Why? It's a city. We all know it's a town, but you won't tell me the population. All right, let's go to the community profile on a random site. Roadside thoughts. Is that like shower thoughts? Okay, really? Okay, I'm done. Done, because this is just a shit website. Okay, so let's go back to what I was doing. You're a small community, so it's a tiny town. It's a tiny town. What's your point? I suck. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I know I suck. And I proudly suck because I am special. Councillor Tom Taggart, who represents the area for the municipality of Colchester, described Portapique. And by the way, I would have been fine had I not thrown myself off in that first 5 or 10 minutes, because that's what gets you. There's a lot of people very concerned. He said in the phone interview Sunday morning, I do know that there's a huge police presence, and that should make people relatively comfortable. Yeah, I drive, and I'm better at doing that, but meh. Taggart said there are many seasonal homes in the area, which are around 100 residents. Oh, wow. Which has around 100 residents, but that's why it's so small. It swells to 250 in warmer months. So you're talking like, this is not even a town. This is what are they called? It's just little tiny thing. So that's going to hit them pretty hard. It's beautiful, quiet, rural community, adding that the situation is not something he'd expect to happen in cottage country. Wortman, yeah, you see, Tojab, it's okay. I'm a terrible, terrible person at this. It's when I read the other stuff. It's the other stuff that we do that's better. This was just something I wanted to pop up because, one, I'm hiding from my real work. It's a village. Thank you. Village. That's the term. Thank you. See? Village. Did it come up? Village. Yeah, that's the whole thing. But yeah, so it's a person with the name Gabriel Wortman is listed as a denturist in the Halifax area. A denturist? Really? Does anybody know what the #1 rated suicide factor is in the world for professions? Can anybody in chat tell me? I believe they're dentists, if I remember correctly. So yeah, he was a dental technician, denturist. No, it's a dental. You make dentures. I have clients that do this. You make it. You get the impressions from the dentist, and you make them. So you're pretty much a sculptor. But yeah, so you've gone crazy. Let's see here. So yeah, so that one is the CBC article. So that just gave us basically the update that he's been arrested, and it doesn't really give us that much information because they changed it all. It actually had way more information when it was, that article had more information before it was updated, and that makes me sad. Dental work does have one of the highest suicide rates. Suspect is now in custody. This is the Twitter from the RCMP in Nova Scotia. From the RCMP in Nova Scotia, we will read the tweets from the police department. Let's see here. Wow, you can really see the chain of events. Come on. Load, Twitter. Load, please. Please load. Please. Hey, thank you. Let's see here. Wow, they really did they kept a tail on him pretty well. Oh, okay. So, 3 hours ago, they put out Wortman may be driving what appears to be an RCMP vehicle and maybe wearing an RCMP uniform. There's one difference between his car and our RCMP vehicles, the car number, this right here. The suspect car is 28B11 behind the rear passenger window. If you see 28B11, call immediately. Okay. But if he was listed as being in a tracker, see, this is the stuff. It's, if we go back, so that's, here we go. Responding to firearms complaint. So this is where it first happened. This is the first tweet from the RCMP about this. Responding to a firearms complaint in the Portapique area, Portapique Beach Road, Bayshore Road, and Five Houses Road. The public is asked to avoid the area. Stay indoors with locked doors at this time. And yeah, it's just many people doing that. Okay, so that was the start of it. So let's take a look at the hashtag. That's funny. You were gonna put Jim Can't. You were wondering when Jim Can't Swim was gonna do a video on this guy. Yeah, it'll be about a year or so before, if anything. I'm actually, as morbid as it sounds, I kind of want to know what the. I kind of want to know the victim status because of the fact I want to know if there's any motivation linked to it. That's the part you need, because otherwise it's going to be like, oh, like if one of those people was, if one of those people, for instance, was a POC, right? People could spin it where, oh, he's a bald white guy, so he's a white supremacist who attacked people of color. But we don't want that. We don't want it to be that way. We want to know what the actual motivation was behind this. I'd like to know. Did he just kind of go crazy last night? Was it? Okay, keep going. I got distracted by a different headline. So this one's global. Police take Gabriel Wortman, suspect in Portapique, into custody. Nova Scotia RCMP is taken into custody. 11:40. I'm just skimming to see if there's anything different in here because it's even kind of the same map. So 10:30 p.m. on Saturday. So they're talking our local time here in Ontario. Because the other one said, wait, did they say 10:30 on the other one, or did they say 11:30? I think they said 11:30. But yeah, this is the worst part about trying to deal with time zones. And what's the RCMP angle? Why dress like an officer? That's actually a really good question. This is the whole thing. They're not obvious. Okay, my first thought was, is he a rogue RCMP agent? Did he suddenly snap and go rogue? No. What it just says there is, no, he's the only person in the area is listed as a denturist. Okay, so we can go with you're either from out of town, but I don't think so. My guess is you're a local. And you follow all the other things. There are believed to be several victims at this time. Okay, the RCMP haven't given the numbers to global either. The last update provided was taken into custody on highway. See, they said Highway 102, but it said Highway 2 on CBC. Little things in a silver Chevy Tracker. So again, doesn't okay. Did they put up a year of this thing now? Okay, let's. I gotta. I need food. This is a Chevy Tracker. We'll even go. I think I saw. So this is a Chevy Tracker. Okay. The RCMP uses obviously. No, get away from Halifax. Don't misclick. Of course, I misclicked. Sorry, my computer sucks. This potato is going to take a minute. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, go away. You're taking too long. Anyway, so maybe he had a grudge against some of the village people. God damn it, Quinn. Yeah, they kicked him out because he decided to dress as a beaver. Officers stressed throughout their updates that the 51-year-old was considered armed and dangerous. There are believed to be several victims at this time, although Crocio would not provide numbers whether they had been killed. I miss the days when it was a geo-tracker. Oh, God. Oh, the geo-tracker. Who else had a tracker? But it's just... imagine a geo-tracker with a gun rack. That'd be funny. I'm picturing that now. That's just so wrong. So wrong. But yeah, so here. So this is a Ford Taurus. I think it's a Taurus. Is it a Taurus? It's the other one. Anyway, this is the Ford that they drive, which I think is a Taurus. But yeah, so that's the car. But that's what he was in. It was a tracker. Even if we go to the 4-door, which is the silver one. Here, this is probably what he was driving. Right, where is it? We'll even give him a newer model. We'll go newer. So it could have been this. That does not look like an RCMP vehicle. So yeah. Go away. Any updates on here? Wortman has been described. Yeah, they described him there. He's a denturist. Even so, there. and dental clinic. So according to property records, Wortman owns a dental clinic. So in Dartmouth. So he's not even from there. He's from Dartmouth. Where's the map? Back up to where's map. Portapique's here. Dartmouth is not near here. Interesting. Yeah, Portapique's here. Dartmouth is somewhere over here, if I remember right. But yeah, so interesting. There's another one. It's another weird connection there. Why is a dentist from Dartmouth shooting up people in Portapique? Previously hidden. Okay, asked residents. Yeah. So they believed he was hiding in a campground. 10:15 Mounties. So at 10:15 a.m. here, Mounties said they caught him. Okay. So that's that one. Update from this one's from Halifax. From the basically we have a conglomerate around that has this same color scheme and logo. They're an AM and an FM news broadcast channel. So anytime you see this anytime you see cityandtoday.ca powered by whatever the radio station. Why am I pointing at the screen instead of using my freaking arrow where it says here? It's a radio station that powers this site. That's why it looks like shit. But it's actually a pretty good news source. Let's see here. Nova Scotia just before noon been taken into custody, and there he is again. He looks familiar, but I have a lot of people that look familiar. Began a rural community in Bay of Fundy. I am not going to read the entire thing, like I said. It's just really, I'm just looking for differences. RCMP first reported that officers are responding to a firearms complaint in the area. In the Sunday morning update, you may not see the police, but we're there with you. So that was them just, ghosting. Police said Wortman was driving what appears to be an RCMP vehicle with the car number 28B11 and maybe wearing an RCMP uniform. This part still is weird. Did he maybe he ditched the car. You know what? I'm going to go with that. He might have ditched it. Yeah, okay. Press conference tonight at 6. Okay, so at around 10:30, said Wortman was seen in central Onslow and Debert area just after 11 a.m. Police reported he was seen traveling southbound. By 11:30, he was spotted near Milford and was driving a silver Chevy Tracker. Shortly before noon, RCMP confirmed on Twitter he had been taken into custody. Police say there were several victims, but have not confirmed any deaths at this time. Two cops were fired on? You mean 2 cops were fired upon? Really? What is this? This dude here. Dude has a chopper all decked out in American flags. What? No, I actually can't wait to see the profile on this guy. Oh, what does the U.S. have to say about it? The New York Times actually made this a free article because they linked it to Corona. For some reason, the news agencies linked this whole story to Corona. To be clear, Dentress is in a fake police car and uniform, drove long way from where he lives and shot people in a very small town. Yes, that is exactly where this weird shit is coming from. No, 2 cop cars were set on fire. Ah, okay. Was that on top of the houses? Okay. Hey, Polly. And yeah, Polly, that is pretty much the apt description of what's conspired this morning, or transpired this morning. Oh, where did my coffee go? Coffee cup. So the multiple victims in Nova Scotia. I'm actually this is neat to see all the different takes. We got one more article left after this. The RCMP in Nova Scotia took into custody Sunday a man they said shot multiple people on Saturday night. The authorities responded to reports of a shooting about 10:30 p.m. Saturday in a small rural community of Portapique, which is about 35 miles of Truro, which is really funny because nobody knows where Truro is. A police spokeswoman said on Sunday that there were multiple victims, that she did not specify how many and whether they were injured or killed. The authorities identified the gunman as Gabriel Wortman, 51, who was taken into custody just before 11 a.m. on Sunday. It is not immediately clear what the motivation for the shooting. No, that's why I want to see the interview. I really do. And yes, I understand people are dead. Pinkalo, you're an insensitive asshole. You're talking about dead people. I really don't. It's more talking about the news story. During the manhunt, the authorities warned Churro. God damn it. During the manhunt, I want a churro now. Quinn, I hate you. Someone go to Southern California. Go to oh no, everything's gonna be closed now. Glue the churro, dude. The churro stands are closed. Oh, boo earns. Okay, focus. He is considered armed and dangerous. We are asking the public if you seek him, don't seek him, see him, not to approach. Mr. Wortman led the authorities on an extended search for him. At first, they thought he might have been driving what appeared to be an RCMP vehicle, wearing an RCMP uniform, the authorities said on Twitter. This storyline, I want the see, and this is the interesting part. Watch. This is the part that I was trying to say that was not in the other articles. If you see 28B11, call 911 immediately. The authorities emphasized he was not an employee of the RCMP, so he is not a former officer or an active officer. That's the part that is interesting about this. The authorities then said that he switched vehicles and was seen driving a silver Chevy Tracker, so he did steal a Tracker. Krista Wood, a spokeswoman for Gloucester East Heights Health Center, said the hospital went into lockdown Saturday. He said the hospital was cooperating with the authorities, but would not confirm whether it was treating victims from the shooting. And boom, that's the end of the fucking article. God damn it! This is the shit that I'm talking about. Oh, really? Facebook took it down. I bet you I could find it. Oh, that's the kind of shit that pisses me off right here. The end of this fucking article pisses me the hell off. This is what makes me want more info is what the hell is going on? So this started at a hospital in Truro. And it moved to a small town afterwards. And he's from Dartmouth. God, if I had a shoestring, it would be all over the walls. This is some weird shit. Check TikTok. Oh, I don't want to check TikTok. All right, let's see. Why don't you check TikTok? I need a Jamie. Let's see here. Oh, and by the way, Polly, check your DMs. I sent you a picture of one of the recent loads I sent out. You got to tell me what that is. Let's see here. What is that noise? Weird. An odd noise behind me, and I don't know what it is. I just heard it. Don't know what that is. Okay, so let's see if I can find it, and I'll link it to myself.
Sir, I'd like to buy some camels.
No, I would not like to buy some camels. Where was I? There. Nova Scotia. Let's see here. Looking. I'm trying not to have dead air. I am looking. Nothing under the Nova Scotia hashtag. Let's see if there's anything under Portapique. But you see, the thing is, it might have been also shut. It might have actually been locked down everywhere. Because that does happen. And yeah, the way that search works sucks. All right, so let's see if I can find the video the old-fashioned way. Videos. Cha. And Interesting. Still nothing. This is all news articles. Would you guys see my process for finding information? Nope. Nope. What's this? Uh-oh. Express. Isn't that the... Yeah, okay. So this is from the Express, and it looks like it was just updated. Okay. Oh, it's just the British news doing the overhead of this. Okay. Nope. Nope. If you could find me a link of the video, find me a video. Maybe that'll help. Close, but yeah. That's who's been keeping me alive right now. That's what's kind of been keeping me going. It's yeah. It's amazing. Okay, so that's not going to work. My computer is too laggy to try and do these stupid searches right now. So yeah, so here's the tweet from the RCMP. To clarify, the suspect in our active shooter investigation is not employed by the RCMP, but he may be wearing an RCMP uniform. He's considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, do not approach. Let's see here. Do not go near RCMP cruiser. His main hobby is buying ex-police car. What? Where's this from? Billy Swinner. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. Ah, okay. So this guy, if you live in that area of the shooting incident or anywhere around it in Nova Scotia, do not go near an RCMP cruiser. His main hobby is buying ex-police cars at auctions. He did my dentures in January and showed pics of a cruiser that he redid. It's exactly like an actual RCMP police car. And he has the uniform to go with it. Oh, that's how that happened. Okay. Hopefully, if real big if true. Real big if true. In fact, let's see if we can find that guy's Twitter thread. Billy Swinner. Because I want to find that original tweet. I don't like retweets. I don't like cut retweets if I can't. Hopefully he didn't he didn't go private. Too many people do that, right? Come on. No results. God damn it. I probably spelt that all bullshitty wrong too, didn't I? Let's see here. Come on. Please don't break Mr. Computer. There we go. Oh, that's an Instagram, isn't it? Is that Instagram or is that Facebook? Is that Facebook? I haven't been on Facebook and I don't know how long, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. If someone could find this Facebook post and link it, that'd be helpful. Because I cannot. And if I open it, it might take me and go to my Facebook, which I don't even use. So report says I'm just zipping through here to find it because sometimes you can find clues like that guy. That was interesting. Chevy Tracker. So this is what, okay, so that's just two. Okay, that's just an idiot. All right, so in regards to that, so this is the interesting one. This is so that's how. So this answers the question completely of how is it he had an RCMP car. Okay, so the dude's a collector. So I'm going to leave that up here for a few minutes just so we can all remember this for a few minutes. So so the guy behind is him, right? Here I go again, using my finger instead of my arrow. Right here. Damn it, Polly. Stop distracting me, damn it. But yeah, So there's that. So let's see what this. See, so this ending still bothers me. So what happened at the hospital? And why is it all COVID-19 linked? That's the other part. Is it because it happened at a hospital? And that's why? So this is big. Like this just threw me off. Like this, I didn't think about the car auction thing. I didn't realize it. So he made a replica RCMP car and has the uniform. I wonder if he was planning this. This is going to be a really, really interesting police report. I need to find it. I want to see the police report on this one, because the fact that if this is true, if this whole thing here is true, this is a big, and this could be that just adds all sorts of weird things in. Yeah, that's wow, that just threw me off. That just threw me through a fucking loop. Let's see here. Let's see if there's latest from the RCMP stuff. And just one day to yeah, that's normal. This is all just tweets. What's the Atlantic got to say? So this is from CTV News. This is why I like to go through tweets, because then I find, articles that I won't catch in the news feed. Come on, load. I'm sorry for my potato. Polly, how's this for potato versus potato? You want to go potato versus potato? This is fucking brutal. All right, so police confirmed the man's arrest on Twitter at 11:40 a.m. on Sunday. Police have not released any details about the arrest. Of course they're not. What's the updated time on this? This was last updated 1:46 p.m. So this was about 15 minutes ago. This was updated. What's the update? Response team, which investigates incidents. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Same thing. Oh, wait, restaurant. Okay, this one has a different one. The RCMP had blocked off 102 at exit 5, where there's a large police presence at a Big Stop restaurant in Enfield. They cordoned it off with police tape. Okay. So we're going to hear more tonight at the news conference at 6, which I might actually... At 6, I might stream it. I might just cover it. It's really an interesting thing. The RCMP say the situation, the students have been identified. Yeah, the RCMP say the situation started to unfold late Saturday evening when officers responded to a firearms complaint at Portapique, at a small community located roughly 130 kilometers north of Halifax. See, that makes sense now. 130 kilometers, like 70 miles, 80 miles. Police provided updates on Twitter overnight, confirming they were responding to an active shooter. I actually really should have gone over that thread. Let's see here. Police have not confirmed any details about the shooting incident, but they say it involves several victims. Okay, so another one that they haven't updated the count. And yeah, so there's nothing on here that's different from the other stories, except for this stuff. What do we have here? This is a video. What is this? Load. Logan is so. So that's the truck stop. That's just somebody posting that. That's the truck stop. Go away, Heidi. Let's see here. So here's another one. So this is where they've shut down from that restaurant, truck stop thing. And the highway's blocked off. So this is the progression of timelines going backwards. I'm going to go down to the bottom of it. And we'll go from there because that was nice of them to give us the timeline. So this is last night. So this is the response tweet where they asked everybody to stay indoors. And then this morning, RCMP remains on scene. This is an active shooter situation. Residents stay inside. You may not see the police, but we are there. And then this is the warning of him at 7:54. And then is advising people to avoid Highway 4 near Hidden Hilltop Campground because they believed he was inside there at 9:04. This is actually his car. Okay, so this photo that I was thinking was an example of the RCMP car is not the RCMP car. This is actually his fucking car. This is what he made. I was wrong in the beginning of the stream. I'm correcting myself now. So my initial thought was he was either an RCMP officer, which has been already stated that he does not work for the RCMP. My entire other thought was he had stolen the car and the guns and left with it, but that's an auction sticker. I did not like this is just taking an odd twist. That's really good detail. That's like I thought this was a reputable, legitimate vehicle. Like everything on here is accurate. Like down to the hubs, just everything. This is the only thing apparently that was different is this was not a legitimate police car number. There was a link in chat? No, I did not. Where'd it go? Am I not seeing all of chat? Do I have to select live? Is there a live chat button on here, or does it only show me top chat? I did not see your link. Had I seen it, Quinn, I would have clicked it. Is that where you said this might be something? Okay, so let me open up the watch page. Hold on. Let's see if I can yank it off of there. Let's see here. But yeah, so that's the replica car. Zoom and enhance. Zoom and enhance. Can't do that. Because I want to see what this sticker says. But yeah, so that's a sale tag. If you know your that's impressive. Like the work he did, like that's scary. The accuracy in which he has done this up. But then again, if you look at the guys that do like the stars cars and stuff like that as well. And no, I'm not and yeah. Scribe will be streaming after this. Okay, so what was I looking for? Oh yeah, I was going to click on my stream and hope my audio doesn't play through, which it probably will. Looking for? Oh yeah, I was going to click on my shush. Silence. Kill you. Potato. Okay, so and Quinn, I don't know if you can. Quinn, I'm going to make it so you can actually post because you're always in my streams. No, don't put user in timeout. Now you can post the link, sir. Now you should be able to because you didn't have roll. I did not give you a wrench. You now have a wrench, sir. Does Polly have a wrench? I think Polly has a wrench. Did I give Polly a wrench? No, I did not give Polly a wrench. Should I give Polly a wrench? Yeah, I'll give Polly a wrench. Oh, man. While I wait for Quinn to drop that link for me, we're going to go through and... but yeah. Well, Toe Jam, you are new. If you show up more, I might give you a wrench. P-Dog, I haven't actually streamed with, I don't think, or have we? But anyway, so I'm still staring at this car because it's a little if this car were to pull up next to blind and she were to be able to tell, she wouldn't be able to know. For instance, anybody wouldn't be able to know. I wonder if he had a secondary purpose for this. If he was going to start running fake, what a lot of people have been doing. If he might have, if he made it as a collector's thing and snapped, that's different. The RCMP uniform is what throws me off. Quinn, just repost it. I gave you a wrench now. You should be able to. It'll disappear. You'll see it. I won't. That's how it works. You should be able to do it now. Just give me 1 second here while I mute to hack out my lungs. Okay, so that's just yeah, so that is actually, I'm still baffled by this. Oh, you got the Facebook video? Good. Let's hope it doesn't actually fuck with me and open to my Facebook. What is that? He shot. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is just gonna come on. There we go. Got him after 9 shots. He shot 17 people, killed 11, shot 2 cops. One of them didn't make it, included were his ex and her new boyfriend. Info from a reliable source. So that's... Wait, is he dead? Holy shit. Now I have to find out if this guy is legit. Let's just cover that up there. But yeah. Come on. Oh, it won't let me because I'm not a member of FaceBitch. Okay, timeline photos. Will it take me to Billy's page? So it says he's in custody, though. But there's a body on the ground. Is he dead or is he alive? They would have said if they shot him, though. That's the thing. And like everybody's saying, like even here. Let's see if this... Let me just refresh this and see if it was actually updated. Because that's the thing. A lot of these pages have been updating all of a sudden, but none of them have said he's dead. They've all said he's been taken into custody. And that's the same gas station. Tack gear. Irving Station. I think we can safely assume that's an Irving Station. Wait. Oh, really? You guys said this was free because it was linked. Boy, oh boy. Tweeted that a shooting was underway in the community 4 kilometers west. Okay, so this is just them updating it once again. Did I mute myself? Hey, Johnny Hellcat, how's it going, buddy? Donnie Dominics. Not going to make a joke. A retiree living in Portapique with her husband said that on Saturday night, after reports of fires and gunshots in the area, the couple locked their doors, closed their blinds, and waited out the manhunt. I was up for a little while last night, and there's lots of wooded area around here, so you didn't know if the guy were on foot or in a car or what. I was a bit anxious. She said that Portapique, a small, tight-knit community of around 250, has never had an incident like this before. And that's otherwise a peaceful drive through town. Oh. It's CPAC. Hooray! I won't get claimed. Like anybody's going to watch this. In fact, you guys are here is awesome, but still.
Before we get started, I want to touch briefly on the unfolding events in Portapique, Nova Scotia. I know we've all been watching this on the news. My hearts go out to everyone affected in what is a terrible situation. I want to thank the police for their hard work and people for cooperating with authorities. Je tiens à parler brièvement de la situation qui se déroule actuellement à Portapique.
That was your address, and now you're saying it in French.
Suivi les nouvelles. Mes pensées accompagnent toutes les personnes touchées par cet événement. Je veux remercier les autorités pour tout leur travail et tout le monde pour leur coopération.
Oh, hopes and prayers. It was devastating. We don't know what happened and why it happened. No, nobody knows. This is the problem. This is going to bug me all night. Probably going to bug a lot of people. Managers reported earlier that he was last seen traveling south in a silver Chevy Tracker. Where did he get the Tracker? There's too many gaps in this movie. There's no reports of a car theft. Nothing. This is a fill in the blank kind of a story. Let's see here. Maybe driving what appears to be an RCMP vehicle. So it is an RCMP vehicle, kind of, except it's just a fake. This is insanity. I want this police report because I want I need the police report on this. If anyone from the RCMP is listening, I would like the police report before you give it to Donut Operator, please. Does he have to say it in French or else face prosecution or it's kind of required that all people at a certain level are bilingual because we are a bilingual country. I know it seems weird, but his writing's also in Quebec, and he's from Quebec, so you have to know French. Like Blind's mom her French is funny. It's if you're not from the province, it sounds different, but yeah, you kind of do have to. They don't face prosecution; they kind of just face I think it's an ethics violation, maybe. I don't know. Blind, if you're listening, what is the penalty for that? Do you know? If they don't, God damn it! Everyone throws me on tangents. I'm worse than Monkey. Okay, on to the search page. I gotta find out. I'm going to look over this. What happens if a Canadian politician doesn't speak French? I'm actually curious because I know our politicians have to speak French but I spelled politician wrong because I can't spell. Its main aim was that Canadians should be able to access. Okay, that's just a thing. How important is? I need someone that speaks less gibberish than me to tell this. But yeah, as far as I know, they have to speak French. But yeah, it's a joke. I know. I need less coffee. And you know what they say? Less is more. Okay. So suspect in custody. Okay, we're going back over this thread. I need to stop jumping around like a special person on cocaine. But yeah, this still is crazy. He made that. We got a couple guys in towns. We got a couple guys in town. They're body shops, but they're actually the police body shops, and they have police cars all sitting there. Any idea how many victims? Oh, Arlu, there was a tweet that was just put out. Not a tweet. The RCMP has not officially released any numbers. They themselves have said we're not releasing numbers at this time. But where did? But my good buddy Quinn the Cultist found a link for us, and I'm just going to reopen it over on this side and then bring it back over because I closed it. And this is what I was trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out the validity of this, because this is a guy who, in the tweet timelines, he actually posted that he was a client of the shooter, because the shooter's a dentist. And the guy made the police car because he bought the car at auction and made it into a replica RCMP car, because that photo that's being passed around, where is it? This photo being passed around is actually his car. This is the car he was driving. This is the exact car. This isn't a police car that they're using as an example. This is the car. Preston Manning spoke one word: reform, reform. That's all he knew. That's all Preston Manning knew was reform. I can't emphasize that enough. God, I miss. You know what? I miss Royal Canadian Air Farce. It was such a great show. So this is actually his car. This is it. This is what he did to it. He bought it at auction and made it into this replica right here. And that is where we're coming upon the problem of where, like, a lot of people are asking, where to get the car, where to get the uniform. Well, apparently, according to, where to go? Where'd my other window go? According to this one, grab the tab and then drag it like that. Aha! Got him. So apparently, according to this guy, they killed him. They're saying he shot this dude. This dude who is saying he was a client. He says in a previous post, he was a client of Wortman's, the shooter. Do I have that tweet handy? Nope, that's not it. Where'd it go? Damn, it's gone. If you go back earlier in the like a few minutes back in the stream, you'll see a Facebook post that I put up that was tweeted out. I'm trying to locate it, see if I can reopen it. Where is it? This one? Nope. I think it's gone now. It's probably going to be gone by now, buried underneath all this. But anyway, the post was basically, it was this guy saying, it was specifically this guy saying that that he showed, that Wortman showed his client the pictures of the car, which is where is it? This picture. So that it's not on the news. The post isn't on the news. The post was on Twitter, but it was a post. It was a screenshot of his Facebook. Now, this is the Toronto Star shot of the gas station where they caught him, and this is the photo that Swimner has, and I can't tell if that's the same gas station. This is what's bothering me about this. I can't tell because of the lighting and the quality of the photo. Oh, well, Johnny, thanks for coming by, buddy. You have a great day at work, and make sure to keep your hands clean, buddy. I know that's hard, but you can do it. So they're saying 9 shots. He killed 17 people, killed 11, shot 2 cops. And apparently one of them didn't make it, including, he also shot his ex-wife and her new boyfriend. He says info's from a reliable source, but because I don't use Facebook, I can't really get into the dude's thing. But yeah, it's just one of those. It's just one of those things. So again, did the police finish him off? They say they took him into custody. Now they might have popped him and cuffed him. That could be the situation, but it didn't say whether or not he was injured when he was taken into custody. But once again, I'll never understand it. Let's see if I open this and I click the man's name, what happens? Come on. Okay, it's not doing anything. But yeah, so has there been any updates? So that's basically what's going on with this now. Is he's been taken into custody. They haven't released the numbers. They haven't released the numbers, but some rando who says he was a client and identified the vehicle as being dude's vehicle can't find him on Facebook. So after this photo, so even going off of this from an hour ago, so that means he probably went private. He might have been getting inundated. That sucks because I wanted to see the rest of that, because I want to know how legit this is, because could it be a bot? Could it have been just some asshole being? Could it have been someone trying to get points? Now the cop car thing makes sense if he bought a car auctions, which is the other part. The guy said he buys cars at auctions, so his story, half of his story is legit, and then there's this part. This photo is so blurry, I can't tell. I doubt he might be cuffed, because that looks like that's behind his hand. That's his arm behind his back. Is what that looks like. Oh, you can't find the shooter's profile. I wouldn't be surprised if that was already gone. But don't forget, we had the address, Quinn. There's the address of the clinic and the name of the clinic that he owned. It was Atlantic Denture Clinic or something like that. Check that out in Dartmouth. You might be able to find something based on that there. But yeah. Same RCMP car with sirens blur. Okay, so now we got this guy saying there's 15 to 20 dead. But you see, I don't trust this. Anytime I see this kind of stuff, you can kiss my ass. Because you get a better name. Don't put numbers behind your name. But we want the latest. And if that's the latest, then there isn't going to be much. Ooh. Ouch. On first glance at Sunday Fun Day's trends this morning, it appears Pierce Morgan was caught by the RCMP in either Brookford or Truro doing 338 MPs an hour. Just another day in Canada. All right, that one wins. That one, no, I'll do that off of my Twitter later. That's just wrong, but so funny. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. There's going to be some interesting arguments that come out of this. I don't care. Nope. Okay, so there's nothing new. So I'm guessing I've gotten everything I can find on this. But just in case. And yeah, it's easier to get the news feed off of Twitter than it is off of anything else. But it's easier to get it off of the phone Twitter than it is off of the computer Twitter. Let's see here. But yeah, so I'm using my phone to pull up because the news feed comes up faster. Let's see here. News. Boris Johnson, Jazz, Marcus. Yeah, so all they're saying is everything is saying he's in custody. Nothing is saying that he's been shot. 5 hours. Yeah, I'm not. Nothing. So everything that I've found and I've looked over is the absolute most up to date that we have on this situation. I'm glad he's in custody. It sucks that the fact that he got as far as he did, the amount of people that even if it is between 15 and 20, that's still a God, it's hard to talk about real life without sounding like an asshole when you want to use typical situations. Like you want to say, it's 15 to 20 people. It's not that bad of a count. I mean, it's still bad. It's bad, but it never should have got to that point. I want to know more. I would like a little bit more about the situation. And this isn't going to be about guns. This isn't going to be about anything like that. I want to know the motivate. I just want to know the motive. That's all that I really want to know in this. But like I said, if we go by this guy's Facebook profile, or this guy's thing, it tells us, oh, he did. Well, I don't know. I'm willing to guess they've got him cuffed, because as blurry as this photo is, if you know what a handcuffed person looks like, that looks like he's on his stomach and he's been cuffed. Like he's kind of rolling. So, but yeah. That being said, I'm glad he's been caught. Man arrested after several. Okay, yeah, that's the same headline I just read. But yeah. So to sound like I'm not repeating myself, this guy's an asshole. He had let's go over this entire thing. So a dentist, denturist, not even a dentist, a denturist from Dartmouth drove to a hospital. There was a firearms involved at 11:30 last night, where the police were called to a hospital. And then this morning, the updates were people dead, houses on fire, and he was driving around in a police car that is actually his own replica RCMP car that he made, and then switched out to a Chevy Tracker, in which he was then arrested at a restaurant on the ground. And according to a person who claims that they know him, based on reliable sources, one of the victims is his ex. The other victim is the new boyfriend of the ex, and a whole bunch of people in between, including one officer. And it looks here, it looks according to this picture like he's arrested. This picture matches, I'm going to assume this picture matches this gas station. Which means that this tactical layout, vehicles, tracker. So, if anything, we don't know right now, but they got him, so he's not on the lam anymore. That's a good thing. It's a tragedy that he got somewhere between 10 and 20 people, which is what I'm going to say, because according to this, other reports on Twitter, stuff like that, that's what we can go off of. So this man is our asshole of the week. But yeah, so tune in tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern for Blind Press and I do the Blind and the Special. We're not going to do this kind of shtick. We'll do our fun stuff. I haven't even have it planned for tonight. This whole quarantine thing has completely thrown me through a loop. Just trying to get organized with everything. So we're going to do some news, but we'll do like we did last week, where we'll do some news, some coverage and stuff. We're thinking of covering Ethan and the bullshit going on with H3H3, but it's probably not even worth it now. But yeah, other than that, Scribe's on in 25 minutes. Go watch his streams, because he's better than me. I like Scribe better than myself. I hate myself. Go watch him. He's covering, what did he say he's doing? Where is it? Where is the feed? Hey, unlock phone so I can see my... His is watch Scribe Light. Oh, God. He's going to cover examining the man card with tailed feature. So, yeah, so that's on in about 25 minutes over on Scribe's channel. We'll be on Blind Press's channel tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to drop a video soon. I was at the Welland Canals. I caught the ship going through the locks, so I'm going to put that up in a bit. That's about all there is. I'll be gaming in a bit, probably doing a game stream. Blind did a game stream. She had fun last night. Go watch that. Other than that, I want everybody to have a good day. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Drive safe. And remember, this whole quarantine, worldwide thing, lockdown thing, it's mostly so the hospitals don't become overrun. Try not to think of it as anything else. The drone thing is a little weird. Yes, we'll cover the drones tonight. So everyone have a great night. Enjoy. And where's that stupid close button? Have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all later. End.